It's different here. Quiet, pristine waterways greet you each morning. Rich cultural immersion is a daily occurrence. Days of sheer delight with opportunities for relaxation abound. This is a vacation to engage your mind and delight your spirit. This is a vacation with Viking River Cruises. You feel it the moment you arrive. Your Viking vessel is something special, a relaxing home away from home where every aspect of the journey is planned with your comfort and pleasure in mind. Can a waiter make you feel like the most important person in the world? Can a concierge feel like a long-lost friend? Absolutely, if they're part of Viking. We handpick the very best individuals to work for us. Their expertise ensures that your every need is anticipated and met, and that every day of your vacation is a memorable experience from the moment you plan your journey until the time you return home. We've set high standards for the English-speaking onboard staff and crew, all of whom have successfully completed our certified passport training program, implemented fleet-wide by our Swiss management team.
The staff on board are all very welcoming and friendly, and nothing is too much trouble for them. And it's a very well-appointed ship, very comfortable.
Everything's very, very good. Wonderful.
A truly inspiring travel experience goes beyond just seeing the sights. When you explore with Viking, your journey is enhanced by our cultural curriculum program, a wealth of lectures, performances and escorted tours with Quiet Vox tour headphones in every port, all included with your cruise fare.
It has been absolutely fabulous. They take all the worry out of travel and they leave it a complete pleasure.
With our long-standing local relationships, we're able to share insights others can't. Your English-speaking tour guides, born and raised in the countries we visit, provide a personal, insider's view because it's their home. Whether it's castles and cathedrals, museums, the Mekong Delta, or a visit to a Viking-sponsored elementary school along China's Yangtze River, with Viking you'll experience all the local life your destination has to offer.
The entire experience gives itself to wanting to repeat it, you know, and keep on repeating it.
Come experience the world's great rivers with Viking Cruises.
Great food, great service, great experience overall.
I didn't have to worry about anything. They took care of it all. Viking Cruises has been phenomenal. We will take another one. We will definitely take another one.
Spend less time getting there and more time being there. Viking Cruises, exploring the world in comfort. For information or to make your reservation, see your travel agent or visit our website at vrc.com. When you sail with Viking, you'll always feel at home. Unpack just once and relax until the next destination beckons. Our ships are built with comfort in mind. Understated, elegant floating hotels with less than 200 guests. They're more intimate than ocean vessels. Plus, every stateroom has an outside view of the ever-changing scenery.
It glides along very smoothly, and it's just extremely quiet and peaceful. I can't think of two better words, yeah.
Culinary gifts of the world are a daily celebration. Greet the morning with a sumptuous breakfast buffet. Lunch presents a selection of flavorful dishes. At dinner, savour a 5-course contemporary masterpiece that incorporates cultural influences of the regions you visit. With open seating, you can sit anywhere you like, plus wine, beer and soda drinks are complimentary with lunch and dinner.
I was surprised how joyful the food was, because it's different and it really is of the culture, of the destination, and there's great fun in that.
As you sail, intellectual pursuits focused on the countries you're visiting will keep you engaged. Lectures on history, cooking classes, and hands-on demonstrations expand the mind and satisfy the taste buds. Because we own prime docking locations throughout Europe, you can often walk off your ship right into the heart of the city.
You're going along a small river where the towns were built, and you dock right there, so you get to really experience the little towns.
Our tailor-made shore excursions move at a pace that suits you. Whether you like to take it easy or set out on your own, you'll have the freedom to explore your way. See what's beyond every hill, or slow down and linger longer. The choice is yours. Viking Concierge Service takes it one step further. With an impressive set of contacts along every river, we can make almost any dream possible, allowing you to enjoy your journey your way.
You want something new, something exciting, something really different and exquisite, this is the way to go.
Travel experts and travel agents have bestowed Viking River Cruises with more awards than any other river cruise line. When you select Viking, you're sailing with the world's top-ranked river cruise line, according to noted travel authorities such as Cruise Critic, Condé Nast Traveller, Travel and Leisure, National Geographic and Travel Weekly. There's a reason our guests have awarded us a 99% customer satisfaction rating. So confident are we of meeting and exceeding your expectations, we're the only river cruise line company to guarantee our award-winning service. Come aboard and experience the difference. If you like ocean cruising, you will love river cruising with Viking River Cruises, the world's leading river cruise line, by far. Stylish yet understated, elegant but exceptionally comfortable. The Viking fleet is the river cruise industry's largest and most innovative. On board, an abundance of space welcomes you. The top deck is open and uncrowded with 360-degree views. Inside, signature Scandinavian decor is found throughout. The lounge and bar are open and inviting. The dining room's intimate. The well-stocked library ideal for a quiet moment. Our complimentary onboard internet service makes staying in touch with family and friends easier than ever. And with panoramic windows throughout, you won't miss a moment of the stunning scenery.
The Viking cruise is top-notch. It's very good, very relaxing.
Your stateroom is the perfect place to unwind. Spacious and inviting, it comes complete with hotel-style beds, shower and complimentary premium bath products, in-room safe, climate control, refrigerator, and complimentary bottled water. French balconies, large windows or spacious verandas keep you in close touch with the world around you.
Cabins are beautifully furnished.
Very comfortable.
In Europe, the impressive Viking longships bring innovative new concepts. Most significant, the new Aquavit Terrace. An inspired design, it combines the comfort of the lounge with the invigorating fresh air of an outside dining area. Staterooms are also changing, with another Viking first on Europe's rivers, the option of full 2-room suites, and our sumptuous Explorer Suites, the largest of any river cruise line in Europe. In Russia, our completely refurbished ships offer suites, junior suites, and veranda staterooms fleet-wide. Come, experience the ships of Viking for yourself, and discover why our guests call them a home away from home.
We are not big boat cruise people. We really like the smaller atmosphere. We like the smaller boat, so this has been very nice for us.
For information or to make your reservation, see your travel agent or visit our website at vrc.com. With the world's largest and best fleet of river cruise ships, with more awards than any other river cruise line, and choice in every aspect of your vacation, Viking is a remarkable value. It's no wonder that more than 500,000 people have sailed with us on magical, enlightening journeys along the world's waterways. Viking's all-inclusive price covers just about everything. Accommodations, meals, wine, beer and soda with dinner, port charges, onboard internet, lectures, activities and shore excursions. And unlike other cruise lines, Viking includes a shore excursion in every port. With one call, you can reserve it all: cruise, land, air. Your next all-inclusive value-packed vacation. In times of fluctuating exchange rates, an all-inclusive trip provides excellent value. With Viking, once you pay in full, our price guarantee locks you in, so you need not worry about currency increases or added fuel costs. We also have our Cancel for Any Reason Travel Protection Plan, the most comprehensive coverage available, which protects 100% of your travel investment. Convenience and value are important aspects when choosing a vacation, and we are committed to providing both. Viking only offers all-inclusive air travel that is competitively priced and includes all airport transfers, air surcharges and taxes. We know nothing is more valuable to our passengers than their time. Whether your cruise takes you to Europe, Russia, China or Asia, we have exciting ways to extend your stay and see even more. Spend a few extra days in such world-class cities as Prague, Helsinki, Berlin or Hong Kong, to name just a few. For all of Viking's Explore More packages, you will stay in hotels selected for their stellar locations and high levels of guest satisfaction. And you will have the services of an on-site Viking host to make the most of your time. Viking offers special savings when you pay via e-check. It is a quick and convenient way to pay for your vacation and as secure as using a credit card. Ask for details at the time of booking. Once you sail with Viking, you're automatically enrolled in the Viking Explorer Society, a community of sophisticated travelers who like to expand their worldview through river cruising, travelers like you. You'll also be entitled to exclusive benefits, including travel credits on your next Viking journey, travel gifts, special invitations and more. And now Viking travel is even more rewarding. Recommend Viking River Cruises to a friend, family member, neighbor or colleague, and you can both reap the rewards. Come aboard and experience the Viking difference. You'll enjoy an incomparable value and memories to last a lifetime. Viking River Cruises, exploring the world in comfort.
Fantastic, in a word. The thing that I really like about Viking is their literature. They do not overpromise and underdeliver. What they have in their catalog is exactly what we experience on the trip.
It has been absolutely fabulous. We are not big boat cruise people. We really like the smaller atmosphere. We like the smaller boat, so this has been very nice for us.
They can pull up into a port and walk into port and have all of this freedom, no lines, no crowds, no queues, no hassles.
It's not congested, it's not crowded, it's intimate.
And they're very professional, but they're also friendly. It was very impressive.
Viking's food is delicious, absolutely fabulous.
The freshness and the presentation, it is fantastic.
You get all these choices that you can order, all these choices a la carte. You have these soups which are outstanding. You have all these dessert choices every night. That's not easy to do every single breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
When we write a review, one of the most important categories you can score well in is the category for value for money. I don't think anyone does better in the rivers than Viking River Cruises. It's really amazing.
I'm so glad we got to come. We have seen so many wonderful things.
We've seen a lot.
They take all the worry out of travel and they leave it a complete pleasure.
It was every bit of what's advertised. Very impressive.
Viking River Cruises is high client satisfaction. When everything is included, it becomes a very affordable way to see the world.
The Viking cruise is top-notch. It's very good, very relaxing.
Absolutely the best. It really was.
Awesome. My wife and I had a fantastic time.
I didn't have to worry about anything. I could enjoy my vacation. I could enjoy the scenery. I could enjoy my time and didn't have to worry about the details. They took care of it all. Viking River Cruises has been phenomenal. We will take another one. We will definitely take another one.
These are the Viking longships, designed to gracefully navigate Europe's tranquil waters and glide through the continent's most celebrated cities, touching more intriguing destinations on every voyage than you can encounter any other way. Like sculptures, the longships are carved from steel, wood and stone. Created by the world's leading maritime architects, these vessels continue our long tradition of innovation, setting the standard for the waterways of Europe. We built the longships to capture the panoramic views and to provide a comfortable, welcoming home in the very heart of Europe. On board these iconic vessels, our guests can truly relax while taking in the ever-changing wonders of the old world. That's the Viking way on the rivers of Europe, Russia, Ukraine, China, and Southeast Asia. Real, engaging experiences are what we seek to share with our guests, because at Viking, cultural immersion is at the heart of everything we do.
My record!
Travel enriches the spirit, and our goal is to celebrate the world's many wonders with inspired voyages that make it easy to explore in comfort. Viking, legendary rivers and beyond.
The new Viking longships are the way to explore Europe, and by 2013 we'll have 12 of these revolutionary vessels sailing on the tranquil and historical waterways.
It's a beautiful day along the river, and we'd like to take the opportunity to show you around one of our longships. The Viking Lounge is light and airy, a natural gathering place for new friends, for entertainment and for lectures.
Architecturally,
the bar has actually been clinker built, which is very similar in style to the way the Vikings built their longships in their day. And you'll love these floor-to-ceiling wraparound windows. They're taller than me even when I'm on heels. Just off the light-filled reception area is the spacious, well-stocked library. We have free Wi-Fi on all our ships, but should you choose to leave your computers behind, you're of course welcome to use our laptops here in the internet corner of the library. Up top, ever-changing views are just one part of this vast deck. These ships are a marvel of technology, with ecologically friendly hybrid engines for smooth sailing. We even have solar panels lining both sides of our longships. And we have an herb garden so that when our great chef runs out in the kitchen, he can come upstairs and that's right, and pick your own fresh herbs.
The dining room is spacious and inviting, with complimentary wine served at both lunch and dinner.
As on all our Viking ships, we have open seating dining, and this means that you can sit with whomever you want, whenever you want, and you can change that every day if you like. And though the food is exquisite, the dress code is rather casual and relaxed. You can leave all your fancy frocks at home. Or you can dine amid spectacular views on the Aquavit terrace. This is my favorite part of the ship. On a sunny day like today, the Aquavit terrace is the perfect place for a spot of lunch. The skylight-capped area also doubles as an inviting sunroom. This is a quiet hideaway you don't want to miss. And when it's time to rest your head at night, there are plenty of delightful options, many with private balconies, plus the ultimate in river cruise accommodations. We have 2 Explorer suites on our Longship series, and it can't get very much better than this. Come experience the Viking Longships for yourself and discover why they're the most talked about ships in Europe.
Nestled along Germany's northern coastline is Rostock and the Neptune Yard, where we're going behind closed doors to watch the construction of our Viking longships. Come with me into this highly secured shipyard for a sneak peek at the 6 newest Viking longships being built. Before steel can be cut, months of design and consultation take place to finalize vision and direction.
The design is being made, the drawings are being made, a lot of discussions between owner and the yard.
It's many inspirations and it's many solutions.
We think about lighting, we think about colors, we think about reflections.
Creating something from nothing, from a piece of steel to a piece of ship. That's something, of course, amazing.
Guided by architects from Iran and Storbråten, who created some of the world's finest cruise ships, including Seabourn and Disney, and Rotette Studios, leading designers of properties like the presidential bungalows for the iconic Beverly Hills Hotel, no stone has been left unturned in the ramp-up to production. With plans in hand, the next step is carving the steel.
This is where it all happens. Tons of steel is being cut and welded to build our magnificent longships.
The cutting process used to take scores of men with torches. Now it's in the hands of a computer.
All the coordinates on the section drawing are being noted, and then a numeric controlled cutting machine is cutting all the bits and pieces and also put a code on it.
Using these codes as a guide, workers assemble the base of the ship called the keel. Then all production stops to honor an age-old tradition known as keel laying.
Today is a great day for all of us. It's keeling of the next ship for Viking River Cruises.
In the past, when they build a ship, they also want to satisfy the gods. And that's why nowadays we put a coin under the keel. It's an ancient habit from the very beginning.
The coin is meant to bring good fortune, and the ceremony is widely known as the moment the ship comes to life. A real privilege and a great honor to help get this ship off to a good start. Rather than a linear construction process, the longships are built in sections, out of order and then joined later. But the way they actually do it was not what I was expecting.
At this stage, the sections are all built upside down because it's easier to put in the piping underhand rather than overhand. Next haul, they flip it and start working on it the right way up. You've seen the prefabrication halls. This is the second stage. And here, the sections are being assembled the right way up, and they're coming together to really start looking like a ship, or in this case, 2 ships.
Outside, the longships are prepared, painted and made ready to face the elements. Inside, it feels like a different world.
It's like a giant tree house, but made of steel.
Within this steel maze, structural elements, bulkheads, watertight doors and other essential components are added.
All the connections are there, propulsion is being mounted and installed, the bow thrusters are in. Then finally you launch the vessel.
At last, it's time for the longships to leave their cozy quarters. They're carefully moved by barge, released into the water for sea trials, and then docked for interior construction and finishing work. And before you know it, these big ships will be out on the waterways of Europe. Finally, during the interior completion stage, the vessel is a buzz of activity. As rooms are finished, systems are checked, electrical is tested, and the team methodically steps through what's known as the snagging list.
The snagging list, they're famous, thousands of comments. Every little damage, everything has to be remedied.
Details everywhere, you have to go for the details. That's the way to get a good product.
This process continues non-stop right up to delivery day, the goal everyone is chasing, but once achieved is bittersweet.
I know what is the saddest day, it is the delivery. When I walk out and see the ships, I'm of course very proud, but of course we also feel sad that we have to give away something which we have been working on for many months with all our heart and hands, and it's an emotional moment when these ships leave our harbor.
From here, each ship is christened amid a great deal of fanfare, a joyous tradition for good luck that dates back centuries. Then it's time to set sail, off to explore the waterways of the world.
It's a new way of cruising. I think it's fantastic.
We are very, very proud of these ships. It's a truly grand environment, a new way of thinking about hospitality on the river.
From point zero, when there was the first idea on a piece of paper, after 18 months you see a beautiful ship. What better thing can happen in your life than working on something like that?
The spectacular longships, continuing the Viking tradition of innovation.
In Amsterdam, the Netherlands, records were broken on March 20th, 2013. In a joint launch with Rostock, Germany, Viking became the first company to christen 10 ships in a single day, breaking its own mark of 4 set just last year. The godmothers beamed with pride as the Viking Aegir, Viking Atla, Viking Bragi, Viking Embla, Viking Forsetti, Viking Jarl, Viking Rinda, Viking Skadi, Viking Tor and Viking Var were christened.
May your passengers and crew be safe, and may there always be a hand's width of water beneath your keel. Well done.
It was a grand and memorable day, topped by an evening of the
This ultimate 15-day cruise highlights Europe from Amsterdam in the Netherlands all the way to Budapest, Hungary. Start in charming Amsterdam. Visit Cologne's Gothic Cathedral. Sample wine in the Rhine Valley's heartland and learn about glass-blowing traditions in Wertheim. Plus, you'll wander the cobblestone streets in Passau, stroll the boulevards of Vienna, visit exotic Bratislava, Slovakia, and finish your cruise in Budapest, Hungary. This ever-popular 8-day cruise showcases the Danube River's cities, from Budapest, Hungary, through the stunning beauty of Austria's Wachau Valley up to Nuremberg, Germany. In Budapest, explore scenic Fisherman's Bastion and St. Matthias Church. Your tours feature cosmopolitan Vienna, the grand Baroque Abbey at Melk, the well-preserved medieval city of Regensburg, and historic Nuremberg, with its castle tower and half-timbered houses. Our Danube Waltz itinerary offers 8 days of sheer enjoyment amid the cultures of 4 European countries. You'll shop the cobbled streets of Passau, Germany, take a full-day excursion to Salzburg, birthplace of famed composer Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart, tour Slovakia's charming capital of Bratislava, and see its imposing castle, visit the 900-year-old Benedictine monastery in Melk, Austria, and explore the local customs and culture of Vienna and Budapest. Our Rhine Getaway itinerary presents all the highlights of the legendary Rhine in just 8 days. Begin in timeless Amsterdam. Soak in rich colours amid the stained glass of Cologne's Gothic cathedral. Tour the 700-year-old Marksburg Castle in Koblenz. And enjoy an evening stroll in quaint Rudesheim. With dawn comes Heidelberg and its imposing city gates. Spend an afternoon exploring Speier's Romanesque cathedral. Strasbourg follows with a tour of the magnificent old town, before sailing on to the Black Forest and Basel, Switzerland. This 23-day itinerary includes 9 remarkable countries. Begin your voyage in fascinating Amsterdam. Sail on to Kinderdijk and its network of windmills. In vibrant Cologne, visit Germany's largest cathedral, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. From Koblenz, you'll visit Marksburg Castle, perched high above the Rhine. Quaint Miltenberg features some of the oldest half-timbered houses in Germany. In Würzburg, tour the ornate Baroque bishop's residence. Bamberg is a picturesque medieval city, perfect for strolling. Nuremberg offers panoramic views from the city walls, while Regensburg has buildings dating to Roman times. Passau is home to Europe's largest pipe organ in St. Stephen's Cathedral, and in Melk you can explore the well-preserved 900-year-old Benedictine monastery. Vienna is rich in art and architecture. Take a walking tour of Slovakia's capital Bratislava and enjoy its diverse culture. Budapest is stunning, and with an overnight stay, you'll have time to explore the best of it. Visit Belgrade and its famed Kalemegdan fortress. You'll cruise the Danube through the dramatic Iron Gate, while at Belogradchik you'll see its dramatic fortress, built right into the rocks. Spend a day in Veliko Tarnovo, Bulgaria's former capital, before finishing your adventure with a visit to Bucharest, where you'll tour the city and enjoy an overnight stay. On this exciting 12-day itinerary, you'll discover the romance of Paris with a 2-night stay. Then enjoy Trier, Germany, on the tranquil Moselle River. A walking tour and visit to Reichsburg Castle in Kokum. Explore monuments in Koblenz and an evening of leisure in Rudesheim. You'll stroll the streets of Miltenberg or visit Heidelberg and tour the ruins of its castle. Meander through the Baroque bishop's residence in Würzburg. Tour the walled city of Nuremberg. Then it's off to Prague, the city of 100 spires, for an unforgettable 2-night stay. This fascinating journey takes you from Budapest through Eastern Europe to Bucharest, visiting places little travelled by Westerners. After 2 nights in Budapest, embark your ship and cruise through Croatia and on to Serbia to explore Belgrade with its imposing Kalemegdan fortress. Sail through one of the most scenic parts of the Danube, the famed Iron Gate, and enjoy Bulgaria's former capital, Belogradchik. Then sail the Danube to the quaint city of Rus to visit Veliko Tarnovo. Disembark in Oltenica before having an overnight in Bucharest, the vibrant capital of Romania. This 10-day cruise gives you the Netherlands with a taste of Belgium. Begin in Amsterdam, plus see the medieval city of Bruges and the diamond capital of the world, Antwerp. You'll also enjoy small Dutch towns like Volendam, as well as the beauty of Keukenhof Gardens and the old-time windmills of Kinderdijk.
Journey through France's regions of Burgundy and Provence on this 8-day cruise. Boarding your ship in Chalon, you travel first to Beaune, an ancient and historical town that invites you to get out and explore. Your visit includes a wine cellar tasting tour and a stop at the Gothic Hotel Dieu, which opened as a hospital for the poor in 1443. Lyon is breathtaking. Its stunning historical and architectural landmarks were designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1998. On your voyage, you'll glide past lush vineyards and tiny villages at a pace that gives you time to enjoy the character and beauty of each one. History buffs will delight in visiting the riverside towns of Vienne and Arles with their impressive Roman ruins, while tiny Viviers offers a quaint village experience. In Provence, the Châteauneuf-du-Pape region is home to the lush vineyards first cultivated by the popes of nearby Avignon. Their residence, the impressive Palais du Pape, is still a remarkable sight. Once home to 7 popes, it's one of Europe's most significant medieval Gothic structures.
This 8-day journey features romantic Paris plus the quiet beauty of France's Normandy region. Enjoy the best of Paris, from the sidewalk cafes and shops to the fine art collections of the Louvre. You'll also travel to Giverny, home of Impressionist Claude Monet, and stroll through his beloved gardens. Visit Les Andelys, with its imposing Chateau Gaillard, and walk in the final footsteps of Joan of Arc in Rouen. Then spend time along the Normandy coast and pay tribute to the D-Day landing beaches and monument for World War II soldiers. This cruise combines the Paris and heart of Normandy and portraits of southern France itineraries in back-to-back sailings, showcasing northern and southern France. You'll discover the best of France during 15 leisurely days in this diverse country.
Join us on a delightful journey through southwestern France for 8 relaxing days round trip from Bordeaux. Bordeaux is a graceful port filled with remarkable architecture and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. On this voyage, you'll experience the unique ambience of the region, its culture and tasty cuisine. And of course, a delicious exploration of lands that have produced France's most legendary wines. You'll sail along the Gironde River to Pauillac for a wine country tour of the Medoc region, home to some of the world's most beautiful chateaux and renowned wines. There are plenty of tasting opportunities along the way, including the area's famous Margaux. At Blaye, the beautiful 17th century citadel dominates the landscape and offers impressive views of the river. You'll visit Saint-Emilion, a lovely hillside town that dates back to prehistoric times and is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. From Cadillac, it's off to the Sauternes region to learn how the area's distinctively flavored sweet wines are made. Then it's back to charming Bordeaux to soak in the history and beauty of this magical city. This relaxing 10-day itinerary is an ideal way to experience the best of Portugal. Your adventure begins with 2 overnights in remarkable Lisbon and its treasure trove of 18th century architecture. Then it's on to Porto, perched at the mouth of the Douro River. Explore the quaint streets and perhaps take in a local fado performance. The next day you'll cruise the sun-kissed Douro Valley and call at Lamiego, home to the Sanctuary of Our Lady and its Baroque staircase. Sail through Portugal's valleys blanketed with vineyards, then pause at Quinta do Seixo for wine tasting. Cross the Spanish border to enjoy a full day of exploration in Salamanca, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Portugal's Veiga de Terron brings wine tasting and dinner at Quinta da Avassada. Meander at Villarreal and Matus Palace and Gardens in Regua, a distinctive UNESCO site, before sailing back to Porto, where you'll finish your cruise with a relaxing evening and overnight stay in this enchanting city.
This 10-day itinerary displays the wonders of former East Germany and Prague, jewel of the Czech Republic. Begin your trip with an overnight hotel stay in historic Berlin, with free time to see the Reichstag Parliament building, Brandenburg Gate, Checkpoint Charlie, and the Berlin Wall. Transfer to Magdeburg to set sail. Among the highlights of your cruise are Wittenberg, birthplace of Martin Luther and the Protestant Reformation, Meissen, famed city of porcelain, and Dresden with its beautiful Baroque palaces. But this cruise along the Elbe River offers more than just man-made beauty. You'll visit the sandstone mountains called Saxon Switzerland, and then leave your ship for a final overnight in enchanting Prague, where you can explore up close and in detail.
Amsterdam is a delightfully eclectic destination, rich in architectural diversity, great museums and bicycles, over 1 million of them. If you have a little extra time in Amsterdam, there are a few things you really should try to experience. I find the easiest, most relaxing way to make your way around the city is via its canals. There are 65 miles of them, and once you're on a boat, you're likely to stay on board longer than you originally intended. In the museum quarter, there's plenty to intrigue the eye. Everything from classics at the Rijksmuseum, Impressionism at the Van Gogh Museum, to the Stedelijk for contemporary works, and there's even a diamond museum. A thought-provoking stop that must not be missed is the Anne Frank house, where the diaries of a young Anne Frank document the struggles of hiding from the Nazis for years in the tiny secret annex. As you explore the quaint side streets, keep your eyes peeled for a Jenever sign. Inside you'll find micro-distilleries producing variations of this Dutch specialty drink. Derived from the juniper berry, Jenever tastes a lot like gin and is certainly worth sampling. And it's really difficult to top a quiet stroll through one of the city's canal-side flower shops. The bursts of colour and smells will certainly capture your attention, and is a great place to pick up some gifts for home. I find Amsterdam to be one of the friendliest cities in the world, and it's an easy place to feel like you're a local. Experience it for yourself with a Viking Explore More package. It's a great way to beat jet lag or unwind after your memorable cruise, and get a little insight into the local life. You'll enjoy a comfortable hotel in a location near the sites, complete with your own Viking host in the lobby, ready to assist and give you any recommendations during your time in Amsterdam. Welcome to Viking's Real Amsterdam. We can't wait to share it with you and hope to see you soon. Tot ziens! Budapest, once hidden behind the Iron Curtain, is a delight for the senses.
Budapest is known as the Pearl of the Danube, and there's so much beauty to see in this city, but this must be the best place to start your exploration.
Fisherman's Bastion, perched high above the Danube, was built in 1895. It has 7 towers to honor the area's 7 original tribes, and offers phenomenal views. Budapest's Great Market Hall dates to 1896. It's a literal and figurative feast with bursts of color and temptations everywhere you look, and a treasure loved by both tourists and the locals. Millennium Memorial, also known as Hero Square, is a grand monument and home to a collection of imposing sculptures of the Magyar chieftains who founded Hungary in the 9th century. A somber stop, but one well worth making, is at the Shoes on the Danube, where 60 pairs of iron shoes provide an enduring memorial to the victims shot into the Danube at the end of World War II. And behind this grand facade is something really special. The Sydney Thermal Baths, a complete wellness centre which has operated on the site since 1881.
I can think of no better way to start or end your stay here in Budapest than at the thermal baths. I think I may just spend the entire day here.
Experience Budapest for yourself with a Viking Explore More package. It's a great way to beat jet lag or unwind after your cruise. You'll enjoy a comfortable hotel in a location near the sites, complete with a Viking host in the lobby, ready to assist and make recommendations during your stay. Üdvözöljük! Welcome! We can't wait to share Viking's real Budapest with you. See you soon! Vislát! Berlin. It's been said that this vibrant city is always becoming but will never be because it's always reinventing itself.
If you only have half a day in Berlin, there are a few things you really should experience.
Iconic Brandenburg Gate is definitely one of them. Equally impressive is the Berlin Wall, a ribbon of concrete that divided the city and became the focal point of the Cold War. Its scale must be seen to be believed. The Reichstag Parliament is a landmark you really shouldn't miss. Entirely rebuilt, its crowning dome, designed by Sir Norman Foster, is an architectural masterpiece.
And another must-see is Museum Island, a World Heritage Site. It's a wonderful place to stroll around by foot.
In all, there are 5 fascinating museums. If you have more time, Berlin's Jewish Museum is definitely worth a look. Designed by Daniel Liebeskind, the museum is internationally known for its dramatic architecture and thought-provoking exhibits. A tour of the now-closed Tempelhof Airport is unforgettable. In 1948, it was a lifeline providing food and supplies to West Berliners after the Soviet blockade. And then there's always shopping. Experience Berlin for yourself with Viking's Explore More package. It's a great way to beat jet lag or unwind after your memorable cruise. You'll enjoy a comfortable hotel in a location near the sites, complete with your own Viking host in the lobby, ready to assist and make recommendations during your time in Berlin. Herzlich willkommen! Welcome to Viking's real Berlin. We can't wait to share it with you. See you soon! Paris, the city of light, an inspired destination that has drawn travelers from all over the world for centuries.
There are certain things you have to see and do if you have a day in Paris.
A wonderful place to start is right here at Notre Dame, where you can enjoy the impressive French Gothic cathedral and the littlest friendly locals. Just across the street on Paris's left bank is the Shakespeare & Company bookstore. The American George Whitman turned this former monastery into a literary haven that has been a favorite stop for poets, writers and book lovers for over half a century. Of course, there's also strolling the Champs-Élysées, Paris's most famous street, and just beyond, the towering Arc de Triomphe. Be sure to give yourself ample time at the Louvre, where gallery upon gallery of priceless, beautiful art is waiting. And an absolute must is coffee in the Saint-Germain district. It's been said you can't sit here for more than half an hour without someone you know passing by. This is a city to delight all your senses. And of course,
oysters and white wine must be the perfect finish to a day in Paris.
Experience magical Paris for yourself with a Viking Explore More package, before or after your cruise. You'll enjoy a guided walking tour and a comfortable centrally located hotel, complete with a Viking host in the lobby ready to assist and make recommendations during your stay. Bienvenue! Welcome to Viking's real Paris. We can't wait to share it with you. See you soon! À tout à l'heure! Prague, the city of 1,000 spires.
If you have a little extra time in Prague, there are a few things you really should try to experience.
The top of my list is Lobkowicz Palace, one of the finest curated museums I've ever visited, and home to the original music score of Beethoven's Fifth Symphony. The old New Synagogue in the Jewish Quarter is another good choice. Built in 1270, it's the oldest working synagogue in Europe. Just next door is the centuries-old Jewish cemetery. It's visually fascinating and a deeply moving experience. And if you can find the grave of Rabbi Lowe, you can even leave a wish. In the heart of the old town, at the edge of the square, is the stunning astronomical clock, which dates back to 1410 and is loved for its many moving statues. And nearby, the mini pivovar microbrewery hand makes every batch, just as they did on the same site in the 15th century. And I can't imagine a better way to enjoy Prague than a stroll along the world's most romantic bridge. Prague is an unbelievably beautiful city, an absolute fairy tale. Experience it for yourself with a Viking Explore More package. It's a great way to beat jet lag or unwind after your memorable cruise and get a little insight into the local life. You'll enjoy a comfortable hotel in a location near the sites, complete with your own Viking host in the lobby, ready to assist and give you any recommendations you may need during your time in Prague. Vítajte! Welcome to Viking's Real Prague. We can't wait to share it with you and hope to see you soon. Beyond London's hustle and bustle is a fascinating part of Great Britain few know well. A land of verdant green hills, villages carved of stone, spectacular palaces and remarkable castles, including one which has garnered international fame. Welcome to Highclere Castle, the real Downton Abbey. Come on in. The library, familiar to television audiences as Lord Grantham's private study, is an immaculate home for more than 5,000 books. One of the most fun things in this room is its secret door, leading to my favorite room in the castle. Known as the music room, its walls are adorned with 16th century Italian embroidery. And who could forget the infamous bedroom where scenes with the Turkish diplomat who met his untimely end were filmed. Also familiar from the series are the spectacular saloon and the elegant drawing room. With privileged access to Highclere Castle, Viking offers a special experience here. Every room, every display speaks to this castle's fascinating past. No room more surprising than the Egyptian exhibit, which includes numerous artifacts and a priceless sarcophagus.
It's from about 3,500 years old or so.
The collection is from the 5th Earl of Carnarvon, who together with Harold Carter discovered the tomb of King Tut. An impressive grand palace experience unfolds before you at Blenheim Palace, where you can immerse yourself in room after room of priceless treasures. This immaculate UNESCO World Heritage Site was the seat of the Dukes of Marlborough and the birthplace of one of the most recognized leaders of our time. This is the room at Blenheim Palace where Winston Churchill was born. And over here we have his baby vest, a tiny vest for a great man. Outside, the finely detailed gardens are a lovely place to stroll. Brought to life by Lancelot Capability Brown, who also created the gardens at Highclere Castle, Blenheim's landscape is the epitome of English design and even includes a bridge that once had 30 rooms as part of these pristine grounds. In Oxford, exploring the hallowed halls of Oxford University is fascinating.
Karina!
Hello, Patrick. My friend Patrick never tires of sharing this place of rich history. The University of Oxford is the oldest university in the English-speaking world and has been attended by Nobel Prize winners, kings, presidents and prime ministers. The university is actually a collection of 38 individual colleges. It's an intriguing world where every monument, every building has a story to tell. Beyond the university, at the Eagle and Child pub, you can step into the creative space of some of the world's greatest authors.
It was in this very room that C.S. Lewis and J.R. Tolkien and a group of their friends, who were known as the Inklings, used to meet to talk about the books they were writing.
The Ashmolean Museum is another of my favorites. It began as a gallery of portraits and curiosities, with a catalogue being written by the janitor. It soon became the model of the modern museum.
It was the first purpose-built museum anywhere in the world, and now it is the oldest museum in the world.
And it's free, I hear.
It's free now. It wasn't when the Ashmolean opened in 1683.
And what did it cost then?
Hard to say, because there was no entry charge. There was an exit charge instead.
So the longer you stayed inside, the more you paid on exit.
That's right.
Very clever. Outside of Oxford, the quintessentially English Cotswolds are home to fairy tale landscapes and villages that have changed little over the centuries. Rural Britain is fascinating, and we can't wait to share its treasures with you. Our Explore More extension package makes it easy and utterly relaxing. There's never been a better way to explore the British countryside than with Viking.